Hey everybody, welcome to Shooting Gear Reviews, straight up guns and gear reviews. Today we've got the GAMO Magnum 177 cal Gen 3i right here, and we're going to see, can this thing punch through some metal with some of those armor-piercing pellets? This should be pretty fun. I'm not going to say that those lightweight armor-piercing pellets are going to be the most accurate in the world, but definitely I'm interested to see, can they actually punch through some metal, and what sort of velocity am I able to get with them out of this guy up here at about a mile high. So velocities are going to be a little bit lower than what you guys are getting down closer to sea level, but today we are going to find out, can the Gen 3i GAMO Magnum 177 cal punch through some metal? The pellets say they can right on the box, so we better be piercing some armor today, right? All right, so first I think we need to fire a couple of these over the chronograph just so we can see, you know, what type of velocities are we really getting out of these lead-free options. Maybe that'll help us speculate whether or not we think they're going to punch through any metal today. All right, so we're shooting metal today. What kind of metal? Well, this is an old stereo component. This is probably from like the 90s, so it's definitely made out of maybe a little bit thicker than what they'd make them out of today. I mean, this is some pretty dang thick metal. I cannot push on this and bend it at all. You know, I don't know exactly what gauge this is, but I mean, like, this is thick. Here's a little shot like from the side so you can kind of get an idea of sort of the gauge of the thickness here of this metal. Kind of see underneath the side there a little bit. This is pretty thick stuff right here. Pretty heavy duty. You can see that it's really tough stuff. Doesn't bend. All right, let's go do it. Oh, wow. That one went all the way through, and it even made a dent in the backside. When we're done shooting here, of course, I'll go down there and get a closer look with you guys, but I just had to take a little sneaky peek after that. I could literally see it looked like the thing was smoking after I hit it. I don't know what that was from, but that was impressive. All right, so next up we got the Raptor. Wow. Okay. Next up, we will try the armor piercing. It says armor piercing right on it. This better go through the metal, right? There it is. Awesome. All right, next up we've got the red fires. GAMO red fires. And lastly, we've got a GAMO rocket. I'm gonna shoot one of those GAMO rockets. This is a lot like the armor piercing, except this is made out of lead with a little copper BB at the tip instead of a lead free with a copper BB. All right, so we shot everything from light to heavy. Let's go see what went through that metal. All right, so the first one went right through, just absolutely just obliterated that front side, went right through, and it even, I'll get a shot here, but it even made a dent actually in the backside. Now, you know, we don't know necessarily what's inside here in between, you know, say like this other one that went through over here in the back, but I don't see a dent in the back from that shot. So that plastic pellet with the little copper tip on it, I mean, that thing literally did pierce the metal, I mean, and go right through. Wow, just wow. Anyway, next I shot the second lightest pellet, which was the Raptors, those gold Raptors, and that one doesn't really look like it made it through. I mean, it made a really nice dent here in the metal, but did not go through. So the Raptor did not punch through, interestingly enough. The armor piercing, it did what it said it's going to do. It pierced. It went through, but it did not leave as clean of a hole as those little black plastic ones with the copper tip. I mean, that thing left a clean punched hole. I mean, it almost looks like I shot it with a firearm, like a 17 HMR or something. I mean, just right through. Anyhow, I figured the red fires would be most accurate since that's what I had it sighted for, but I didn't really figure it'd go through, so I wasn't too surprised to see that right there. Didn't punch all the way through. And I was kind of expecting the rocket to actually punch through. Pretty dang accurate again with the rocket, almost hit where I was aiming, but it only went about halfway through. I'll get a shot here. You can see the pellet is like lodged right in there, and it's like halfway through the metal, so didn't go all the way through. We had two go through, and the best hole today was punched by the pellet I actually expected the least out of. So what a surprise. That's kind of cool. All right, so those little plastic lethal pellets were the only one that went all the way through with some good oomph on today's test. So I want to see, not only was that a fluke, I mean, is that just a one-time thing, but also how these end up grouping at 25 yards. I've got 3 of them left, so that'll make us a total of 4 of them for today's test. But let's see, I mean, will they even group at 25 yards? All right. These lethals, these black plastic lethals, are impressing the heck out of me today in every way. Not only are they punching right through this guy, but look at that group. I mean, considering that's plastic pellets right there, that's not a bad group. Out of a stock GAMO scope, I mean, at 3 power, 25 yards, and I'm smacking like just barely over an inch. I'd even use those guys for hunting. I mean, goodness gracious, this is impressive. We put 2 shots right there and 1 shot right there, so that's a 4-shot group, and that's all I had, 4 shots. We did 1 shot during the test, finished it off like that. I mean, I'm glad that I shot those last 3, just because, I mean, it's even breezy out here. It's not like we're on a calm day shooting a light little plastic pellet 25 yards, smacking like that. That is cool. If you guys like this video today, definitely check this one out right up here. GAMO 177 versus 22. What's more powerful? I don't know. Actually, I do know because I filmed the video, but maybe you don't. So check this one out right up here. I'll see you guys over there.